Christine at One Pour More. This is a technique that's beautiful to celebrate any relationship that you have, whether it's your closest friend, maybe it's your mom, a sibling, possibly a partner, a romantic partner. This is a great way to have a physical piece of art that celebrates your relationship. This is called a soulmate pour. This is a dirty pour technique. Each person in the relationship is going to have a cup, and I am not romantically entangled and I am alone in the studio, so I'm going to be celebrating the two sides of myself in this painting. That's also doable. So a lot of times you want to celebrate similarities and differences when you're doing this kind of a pour. This is an 8x10 canvas, which requires 5 ounces of paint, which is the size of this cup. So each of these cups, since I'm doing 2 different paints, will be a little over half full to make sure I have enough paint. And I'm gonna layer my paint in my cup, just like any dirty pour. And so the colors that I am going to go with today is I'm going to have a black side and a white side, so a dark and a light, and then I think that I will have a warm side and a cool side as well. So I'll probably do black and silver and turquoise on one side and white and red and yellow on the other side, keeping in mind that my red and yellow are probably going to make orange, which is totally fine. So again, first paint in is the last paint out, which means it's more toward the center of your painting. So if I don't want, just straight up black in the center of my painting, keep that in mind. So do a little turquoise, little black, little silver. And then I can layer my paints differently. I don't have to go in the same exact pattern, but I do like to do thinner layers instead of big chunks of layers, because I feel like it gives it more excitement in the painting. There's more layers to move around instead of bolder, thicker layers of paint that might just wind up off the edge of the painting. So the last paint in is the first paint out, so it winds up on the edge a lot of the times. So there's my cool side, my dark cool side, and now I'm going to do my warmer warm side, my lighter warm side. So again, first in is usually last out. Let's do the yellow, it's nice and bright. So my layer of yellow, maybe I'll put my white there to try to prevent too much orange. My red, and then maybe I want a little orange. Go with my white. And the red and the white will make a little bit of a pink as well, so it'll be very interesting to see how this works. Just about there. I think we've got pretty equal amounts in both. So, and then being a soulmate pour, we're going to come together to create this piece of art. So we're not going to touch the cups, but we want the paint to come together as it comes out, and we're going to pour very slowly. How high up or low is totally up to you, but the point is to bring the paints together so that they commingle on their way down, and then we just slowly pour until our cups are empty. Two are joined into one, creating, as you'll see on the canvas below, a nice demarcating line. Very beautifully symbolic. This is a small canvas. It's a $20 pour. If you want a larger canvas, you can do that for $25. That's a medium size, and then the large is $30. So now, as we cover our canvas, we want to keep this going on, so we want to make sure to go in opposite directions, and then always to come back to the center and go crossways, and then come back to the center before we go in a new direction. And then crossways. And then bring it back to where you want it to be. Make sure everything is covered. Make sure there's balance to your force. And then you can come in and make sure that your edges are covered, that you've got paint on every side. And there's your Soulmate pour. And like all pours, the paint will change slightly as it dries. And things will shift slightly, but you have that beautiful physical piece of art that represents your relationship, which I think is an amazing thing. So enjoy, get to pouring.